Showtime.
Hey, Myth, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Please subscribe to sharonatsea Travel. Thank you.
Oh, that never gets old. What's up, everybody? Little Maxwell out there.
Yeah. Little Max.
I just love that kid. Sharon, say hi to the folks out there.
Good evening, everyone. We are back. I know we were not here last week. We missed a week.
You weren't here? I was there. It was an amazing show. You guys loved the show last week, right? Sharon wasn't here, but it was just us. Don't tell her. She'll get really upset if she knows that we went without her.
You didn't tell me about it, huh?
She's on the download. Yeah, there was like 1,000 people. It was insane. Biggest party ever. Okay, no, there was no show last week. It was a wild, wild week, and we appreciate you guys hanging in there and not razzing us too much for bailing out of the show. But we had good reason. We'll talk maybe a little bit about that coming up here soon. But it's good to be back.
It is.
With our friends here, with our friends, with our family in the cruise crew. We hope you guys are out there. You're safe, you're sound, you're doing good. Things are wild again, aren't they?
I know. Everyone. Cruising is back. I mean, everyone's cruising.
Cruising is back.
Not everyone's cruising, but everyone's talking positively for the most part about cruising.
Cruising is back, but the Proma-19 virus is back. If you don't know what Proma-19 is, ask somebody in the chat and they'll tell you all about it. But yeah, things are crazy out there. So we hope you guys are doing good, taking it easy, and being safe and sound. We're trying to do our part here as we get ready for a big week coming up here in a few weeks. So
kind of shutting it down with leaving the house, going out. I kind of told myself,
you don't leave the house, girl.
After last weekend, the only place I'm going is to take Matthew and drop him off at school and pick him up.
Yeah.
And that is it for the next couple weeks.
That's a good
call. Of course,
call.
Jamie has to go to work. Matthew has to go to school.
I am keeping every person that comes in, I am taking 2 steps backwards. I'm telling you right now. Timothy Walters, thank you so much for the love, Timothy. For the super chat. Timothy says, I'm here for 20 cc's of SAST. He said he had a prescription filled and the doctor said he just needed a little SAST.
CCs.
That is very, very... Is that a lot? 20 cc's? I don't know how many cc's 20 is.
Well, it depends.
How much is 1 cc?
Depends on what the medication.
I know the only cc I know is like CC DeVille from the guitar player from Poison. Maybe that went right over everybody's head. I'm not sure. Also, thank you, Scott McNeil. Hi from the Mardi Gras. You guys will love this ship. Oh, we know.
Thank you. I know we are going to have an amazing time. I hope you are too on the Mardi Gras.
Yes, and let me tell you guys, it drives me crazy. As you know, Sharon spent one glorious day on the Mardi Gras a few weeks back when she got to go to Florida without me. Of course, left me behind, just said, see ya, boom, done. And she talks about the Mardi Gras sometimes as if I was there with her and saw it at the same time.
I forget.
She talks to me like, oh yes, in that fortune teller bar, the way that the thing is just set up, I can't, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't there with you. And I have to remind her about that and tell her.
I know. And I got a lot of footage of things, and I know we haven't put anything out. It's been too hard for Jamie to go through it and figure out what's what, and we haven't had time to really sit down together and spend like probably a whole weekend looking through it. So we will use parts of it at points, probably incorporating some of that into maybe our vlogs when we go on the Mardi Gras and things like that.
Are we doing vlogs on the Mardi Gras, or are we just going to cruise?
We're going to vlog.
Okay, good. We will be vlogging. Because we haven't done a dang thing. Almost this entire month, you've almost seen nothing but a few straggling live shows out of us. Because we've just been burdened with life. Cruising came back in July. It was boom, it took off. It was amazing. The channel's growing, the videos are coming out, the vista, everything's hopping. And then August came and everything just came to a screeching halt. But
and then I left
life in the big city
to Florida, the one for a few days, came back. It's Matthew's started school, and it's just been
a whirlwind of excitement.
Yeah, just a lot of things going on around here.
All right, first off.
Well, I'll go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say a little housekeeping. Now, normally you see some names in blue on the screen, and that would be Nautical Nurse Nancy, of course, and Leanne Francisconi, our amazing team SAST, holding down the fort. And you may see them. They may even be in here right now. I'm not sure what those crazy girls are up to, but they're both literally on the Carnival Mardi Gras right now as we speak. I don't know if you can believe that, but yes, the two of them went on the Mardi Gras without us, left us behind. I am being left behind left and right for the Mardi Gras. And they're having an amazing time. And we may have something from them to show you here in a few minutes anyway. Yeah. But a special thanks go out to some very special people. Rob from Life with Favor and Favor, Life with Favor. You may notice that they might be in blue tonight because they graciously volunteered to help us out in the cruising absence of our usual moderators, Nancy and Leanne, and they will be helping us hold down the chat tonight. So please be on your best behavior, because I know that Favor is super, super nice and sweet, and I don't want anything to offend her or get her upset. But Rob, on the other hand, he ain't going to take no grief from nobody. So thank you to both of those guys for being here and helping us out.
Really appreciate it.
Very, very nice of you. And so you guys be on your best behavior tonight. Try to make us look good. We don't embarrass us in front of the new guy, the new kids. Thank you so much. But Sharon, where do you want to start? There's a lot going on.
They've been around as long as we have.
Well, there are new moderator kids. Is what I'm talking
they're
about.
Here tonight,
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think Sharon made a new buddy when she went on the Mardi Gras, hanging out with Favor, and we met those guys, and we're going to be seeing them again soon on the Mardi Gras, September 4th.
They'll be on there.
So, yes, it's a budding new. It's not a bro. Well, I guess it could be a bromance. I don't know what to call it, but we're just glad to kindle our friendship with those guys, and thank you for helping us out. We appreciate it. So, Sharon, what do we got going on? I'm not even going to go through the chat really immediately and say hi to people because it just takes up too much darn time.
Well, we can go through and say hi as we see comments. And
there you go. That's good. That is good. That's good. David Brandy's excursion said that's like us. We're keeping a low profile till our test and travel day. You were so right. I don't know. I haven't been this nervous about a test since at one time back in the 80s when I might have made out with the wrong girl at a party and I had to get tested.
Okay.
It was a totally different kind of test. I understand, but I haven't been that nervous for a test as I am for this upcoming test before our big group cruise, September 4th. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about with that story, right? Yeah. The 80s, you spin the bottle.
We've been kind of freaked out, or I mean, probably I've been more freaked out than Jamie, but
yes.
So with, having the test prior to the cruise and everything, so Matthew's gone back to school. And of course they notify you anytime your child's been exposed to
hold on. Are you telling the story? Are you going there?
Well, we might as well.
All right, go tell the people. Here's one of the reasons why you didn't see us last week. Go for it.
Last week we get the notice that the week before he had been exposed, I guess, to it. Well, he hadn't had any symptoms or anything like that. But I got kind of freaked out. Then we went camping for the weekend. Both of our grandkids had colds, just regular colds. Then we got home the next day. Matthew started sniffling a little bit. And then I really freaked out, although I knew it was probably the cold he was catching from his nephews.
Yes.
But
not to mention being at 7,000 elevation up there in Flagstaff in 30-degree less weather, and then dropping down back into 1,000 feet in Phoenix where it's 120 can really take a toll on you.
So, anyways, I started freaking out because we're cruising in a couple of weeks, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and it's a group cruise. What'll happen if we get sick? So, anyways. So I took him and had him tested just to be on the safe side. Everything was good. He was negative. And so far, no more exposures at school. Thank goodness. I've been telling him every day, just keep your distance from other people right now.
Yes.
But so anyways, now we feel better. Now that his test was negative, we're all feeling great right now. So we're just trying to keep our distance and but it was just kind of a little scare, and it kind of just, made us really think like, oh my gosh, what if something happens?
So it was a combination of camping exhaustion with that notification and some other stuff going on, and that's why Monday we just said, we just can't pull it together. And not to mention we were halfway in the middle of moving some stuff around. We barely have stuff done yet. That's why we got a little bit of a new background here, but it's not even near completed to what we wanted to do.
An old,
new. Yeah. You know what we're talking about. So it has been crazy. Yeah, Lady Joy says keep his mask on while in school. Yeah. It's still an option here for the kids in Matthew's school, but we are encouraging him to do that, especially for the next 2 weeks. Now, what he does when he gets to school, I can't control it, because if you guys know what it's like, if you're a teenager and you're doing something different than all the other kids, that doesn't play out. And peer pressure and all that kind of stuff is a big part of high school. So, we'll see how that all plays out. But hopefully everything's good. Yeah. Rob, no, the bathroom's not done. But we're not talking about that now.
But
But things are moving along.
This week we may have the bottom in the shower before our cruise.
For the record, though, let me make sure, if in case anyone's wondering, we've been talking about this bathroom remodel we've been doing here for a few months now that was horribly delayed thanks to Home Depot. We'll talk bad about them another time on another show. And that washing machine fiasco.
Oh my gosh!
It was a GE, right?
Okay,
GE?
yeah. I don't think we even
don't buy GE. That's all I'm going to tell you.
I don't think we'll even mention to them our GE washing machine fiasco.
No,
our washer broke about, and I almost 2
it
months
never
ago.
worked. We bought a brand new washer, and within a week after getting it, it failed.
The whole thing broke. Like, so I insisted on getting a washing machine that still had the agitator type thing because I like agitators. I don't like some of those newer fancy ones.
We're scrolling off topic, but finish the story real quick and we'll get back.
I found one that had the agitator. Anyways, we did a laundry for maybe a week at the most. The whole agitator broke. The whole thing broke.
It exploded.
Anyways, we've been dealing with Home Depot having
I see Nancy.
Subcontractors come out to
if you're saying goodnight, Nancy, good night. Go have a blast on that ship. Go have a whole bunch of fun.
Good night, Nancy.
Thank you so much for being here, and have a lot of fun with Leanne out there.
So anyways, we've been arguing back and forth with GE. They've sent out someone to fix it. They thought they fixed it. Then they had to order a part. Then they came back out. Then they broke it in the process of fixing it. Then
broke something
anyways, it's been a nightmare back and forth with them. Finally, they brought us a brand new washing machine today. So that whole fiasco,
yes.
2 months of that going on, I think, back and forth with them.
Mm-hmm. You literally had to take my clothes down to the stream.
No, I didn't.
And clean it on the rocks.
No.
The stream out back? No.
No,
okay.
we can still kind of use the washing machine, just not properly, I guess, so to speak.
Faber said that is the second washer story I've heard this week. Neither were positive.
Yeah.
That is so right. That is so right. But let me rest assured, guys, there is another bathroom here. So if you're thinking there hasn't been a shower and these guys haven't showered a month, that's not really the case.
I guess that doesn't sound good. We're like, our shower's gone.
Yeah,
our washer's gone.
That's not the story.
I'm like, no one's gonna want to come around us. No, no, we have multiple bathrooms and we were able to use our washing.
Yes.
Even though it was broke.
Yes. Yeah. It just didn't have the agitator, so it really didn't do a great job.
Yeah.
It cleaned, but it didn't cleanse,
but
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pierre Broderick said, it makes me feel old when people start caring about washing machines. It happens. It just happens. And it's not just GE, says Chef Miggs, happened with the Samsung too. I saw another person bashing some Samsung out there, so that's right. And no, Kevin Brubaker, when we're talking about the agitator, it's not me. I'm not the actual agitator. I can be agitating, but I'm not the agitator in that situation. All right. So anyway, so it was a wild couple weeks, and now we've just been focusing on this whole the group cruise. And listen, we're not here to talk about anybody else's situation. But there have been other people that you know and that we all know of and that we all love in the cruising community who've dealt with the virus on cruise ships. And it really just brings it to the forefront and lets you know that, hey, this is real and it could really happen to any one of us at any time. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I think we've been concerned the whole time, but we knew everyone was making their own decision to go on the group cruise. But I think lately we really, really felt pressure of making sure that things were really safe, or as safe as we could make them for the group cruise coming up. You know, I mean, am I saying that right?
So we tried to plan things that there's a few things that we kind of wanted to plan that we changed our mind on and didn't do because we thought they probably weren't in the best interest. So, but we have a lot of things planned that I think will be good, and safe for everyone to do. Mm-hmm. And actually one of them, well, we can actually just tell them now, or otherwise I'll forget. Yeah. We're going to involve other people in. So if one of the games we have planned to play on the group cruise is Sharon at Sea travel trivia.
Ooh.
So anyone that wants to send us look through our old videos, whatever, kind of think of maybe a question that might stump people, email me a question. And if we use that question in our game on our group cruise, then we'll send you a lanyard for using your question. So you can help us out by sending some questions, some
Yes.
good questions that we can use in our trivia game.
Yeah, we need help. And it doesn't have to be too hard, but it can be as hard as you want it to be. But just any question that you think would be a good trivia question to ask people on the group cruise in a Sharonatsea travel trivia. So they email you the question and answer, and anything that we choose and use, they get a lanyard. Is that right?
Right.
Okay,
and
cool.
no one that's coming on the cruise can email me questions.
Yes, you can't do that. You can't do that. Dave and Brandy said they've been amping up the vitamin C, D, and zinc. Pro 19 is not going to ruin this cruise.
That's right.
So amen. We've been doing the same thing. All right, so we have that going on. But Sharon has been so busy doing fun little things for the group cruise. Like, for instance, she's been putting together some fun little things like this. Sharonatsea Travel, Mardi Gras Group Cruise event schedule. And she makes this color-coded event schedule with daily times and stuff of different things we're doing. And then she has me take it to my work and laminate it. So everyone going will be getting a laminated copy.
That way everyone
so
can,
that's very cool.
hang it on their wall in their cabin with a magnet or something and just have it handy. So
Yes.
Anything
And of course, people making comments. What's Sharon's favorite ship? Even to this day, from the Love and Marriage show that we did with Tony and Jenny and John and Kelly, with York as the host. And I got that question wrong, and people can't let me live it down.
I know, I can't believe it.
I've done a handful of stupid things in my life that are hard to live down. I'm the first one to admit it. Okay, I can be a big mouth and say and do dumb things, but that one has really been the one that's hit home the worst. Listen, so
it might not be my favorite ship for long though.
Before,
it
you
may
think the Mardi Gras is going to take over, huh?
It might. Although, what's funny is just from Marty being on it and sitting back and thinking about it, and I probably have come up with 4 or 5 things that I don't know. They might be. I'm not going to say they're negative things, but 4 or 5 things that I thought like that's kind of interesting why they did that. Even though there's so many wonderful things on the ship, but I was able to come up with a
Sharon, that's the first video.
Yeah.
The first video before anything else, before embarkation will be what I hated about the Mardi Gras.
Gosh.
That way you'll get all the views, because we all know that's the negative video that gets the views. If you say the 5 things I loved about Mardi Gras, 12 people will watch it. The 5 things I hated about the Mardi Gras, 100,000 views, guaranteed. I guarantee.
But anyways, but I think I need to sail on her for the full week to really know if I still feel that way. So we'll see.
I think you're gonna love the heck out of that ship.
I will.
Speaking of loving that ship, we have a couple of friends that have been loving their time on the ship as well. And although we thought about maybe hooking up like a live communication, we're like, I don't want to mess around with that. That's a pain in the keister. But what we did do is we asked them if they could share a little bit of something with us. So here's a little something from Team SAST, if you will, from Nancy, from Leanne. They each put a little something together for us. So sit back, relax.
From today.
Yes, and here are people enjoying the heck out of themselves on a cruise.
Hey, you guys. Hello. Hey, Sharon at Sea. The Platt family is coming to you live from Paradise Beach. We are beach bums today. The beach is closed because they just had Hurricane Grace come through, but we're having a fantastic, relaxing time at the pool. We're loving it, loving it.
Wish you were here.
Wish you were here. And cheers, you guys. Love you all, and we'll be watching the chat. We got both mods going to be watching that chat tonight, so behave yourself. Just because we're on vacation doesn't mean that we're not the hammer and the nail.
She's trying to figure out some way to make this a minute.
This is going to happen. So, you guys, it's so fun to bring you a little of paradise coming to you from Cozumel, Mexico, and we're loving it. It is a beautiful, relaxing time. And, okay, this is the hammer saying behave and happy cruising. All right, you guys, bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Nancy and her plaque-tastic family.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All the girls, they're beautiful. Nancy looking gorgeous. You know who really looked gorgeous, though? Anthony did. I'm going to tell you right now. He was looking hot hot, hot.
Oh my gosh.
Looking good, Anthony. Thank you so much, guys, for taking a
they were
minute
at Mr.
to
Santos
say hi.
today.
No. They were at
Paradise Beach. I'm sorry,
They were at Paradise.
Paradise Beach. Leanne was at Mr. Santos.
That's right, and that's why it's so shocking that Leanne and Brian were actually able to make a video because they were at Santos today. Because you know what happens at Santos usually doesn't stay at Santos. It comes right back to the ship with you in the form of a huge buzz. But I think that Nancy was at Paradise Beach Club. That was her first time, right?
She was. Her cup said it right on there.
But that was her first time at the Paradise Beach Club, I think.
I don't know.
I think it was. I think it might have been. But listen, thank you so much, Nancy, for making the video. For everyone here in the cruise crew, we love the heck out of you.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to see all your videos from your cruise with you and your family. You guys are going to have an amazing time. And also, we have another little video for you here from Leanne and Brian Francisconi. So sit back and enjoy this one.
Hi everyone.
Hey, everybody.
So we are on the Carnival Mardi Gras right now and we are having a blast.
Having a great time.
And so if you're booked on this ship in the near future, just letting you know that the ship is amazing, the staff is wonderful, and we're just having a great time. And we really wish you were all with us.
That's right.
So tonight's show, Sharon and Jamie are going to be... taking
care of business by themselves.
Taking care of business by themselves. Actually, I think Rob and Favor are going to be pitching in tonight. So thank you, Rob and Favor. Nancy and I will be popping in a little bit. I think we're both going to dinner around the same time. But we just wanted to say hi, wish you were here. Thank you so much for, all the love and support from all of the photos. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. And just wanted to say... it's a beautiful day here in Cozumel, and we wish you were here.
Wish you were here.
And ready, honey?
Happy cruising.
Happy cruising. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Aw, thank you very much, guys. Thank you to Brian, Leanne, to Nancy, Anthony, the girls, the whole team out there. We really appreciate the videos.
It's like they're all having a great time on the Mardi Gras.
They are, and they're making us very jealous. But you know what, guys? Don't worry, though. There are a few people on the Mardi Gras that are happy and that will be happy and excited to see us. One of them, Sharon, is one of our favorite people around. Our favorite server, head waitress. Usually you've seen her with us in the main dining room. Now she is in Cucina del Capitano. That's right, the one, the only, Maisie.
All right, here we go, Sharon. Thank you, baby, for sending these lovely people. I'll make sure they're gonna take care. I will really take care of them. So you know me, nothing she will hear about me. She know how I take care. We'll make sure they will have a beautiful experience, and I cannot wait to see you again in my table soon as bring everybody. I cannot wait to hug you, no matter about. Don't post this one, yeah? So anything will be perfect, as you know. So we will have a. They will let you know. Not I didn't talk. You know how it is.
Thank you, Macy.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We love you, Macy. If you're out there and you're watching and you see this. And last but not least, guys, not only are we squared away with our eating arrangements, at least when it comes to Macy taking care of us, but also our drinking arrangements are going to be made too. So one last quick little video clip and we'll get back to chatting. Check this out.
Hi, Sharon. I'm going to see you in 2 weeks, baby. Make sure to bring Jamie with you, okay? I'm going to take care of your friends. No worries.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, Sharon.
Oh, that was awesome. Nicola, one of our all-time favorites. I guess we have 2 all-time favorite alchemists. And that'd be Anna Maria, of course, and Nicola. Amazing. So I cannot wait to see those guys when we get back on the ship. That's going to be amazing.
She's still on the horizon. So
I know, she's on the horizon. We got to get her back.
She went back on the horizon.
Rich P, thank you so much for the super chat. That is amazing. Thanks, Sharon, so much for finalizing my cruise today. The Odyssey has changed to Fort Lauderdale. Do you have any recommendations for hotels there?
Oh, Fort Lauderdale.
The one that we had a great time at?
Our favorite hotel in Fort Lauderdale is the Embassy Suites. It's right there. I want to say it's on 17th Street. And there's like places to eat, grocery store, everything right across the street, walking distance. And it's not too far from the port.
That's right. Excellent. What a tease from Nautical Nurse Nancy, said Dave and Brandy. Yes, she did tease us with a dang good time. from the beach club there. That is fantastic. Penelope was looking extra awesome. Penelope said, Meg W. That is the name of the flamingo, isn't it?
Oh, it
The
is.
flamingo is
That's right.
there, yes.
That's right. That is what she did.
I think, is it Penelope or is it Penelope? I think it's Penelope, as a matter of fact. You don't know that? Penelope? Who knows the movie? Please mention it if you follow me. How is Loco Fresh, Sharon, on Symphony of the Seas from Disney Matt? How would you compare it to, let's say, Blue Iguana Cantina?
Okay.
Okay. Go for it.
A Loco
Someone
Fresh
else chimed in that it was awful. That's a horrible thing to say.
A Loco Fresh, when we ate there, it was really good. Now, comparing it to Blue Iguana, though, if I had to choose, I would choose Blue Iguana over a Loco Fresh. Although it was good. It was good. It wasn't awful when we ate there, but it was very good, actually. But I go with Blue Iguana.
There you go. And it depends how buzzed you are and how hungry you are. Because Blue Iguana, like at a Loco Fresh, I think there was a lot of food laid out, and you could just throw food on your plate like crazy. Blue Iguana was like, I'll have this or this or this. So a little more limited. So if you just want a lot of food, a Loco Fresh is the way to go. But if you're particular and you want to build your own burrito, then the Blue Iguana's got you hooked up for sure. It's got you hooked up. Yeah, Dave and Brandy said, awesome, wish you were here messages. That's right. I know those guys are having a great time. Carol and Paul Christian, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Carol and Paul.
That is amazing. We really, really appreciate that. Let's see. Have you guys ever done scuba diving? Our Suitcase Life Travel said. Sharon, are you a scuba kind of a gal?
No, we do not scuba dive.
No. Well, we don't. We don't.
Neither one of us do.
We don't because...
Jamie, you don't either.
But we don't because you don't.
Well, okay. Then you go ahead and do it next time.
Okay, I can do it. Rich P said, thanks for all the suggestions. Helps a lot. Danette Gibson says, I live in Fort Lauderdale. A lot of people would stay at hotels on the beach, not far from the port. Embassy Suites on 17th Street is nice near the port. It is, and it's near some good shopping, too. So if you need to get those drinks beforehand or have a good meal beforehand, you can get right there.
Last time we stayed there, there was I'm trying to remember the grocery right there. What's that common one? Anyway,
I think my glasses are backfiring on me.
There was also a TJ Maxx or something there that we went to, because I saw that and I was like, oh, I got to go in there and see if there's any.
Yeah, you want to start shopping, and I was like, we can't shop. We're going on a cruise tomorrow. What's the matter with you? Have you all ever been on the Carnival Dream? True Text and Girl J, yes, we have, and we had a pretty good cruise. Not our best cruise, but a good cruise on the Dream. Yeah. Wayne Hunderman is going on the Magic next month. Can't wait. That'll be great.
Oh, we love the Magic.
Leanne says, Robin Favor, thanks for giving us a night off. Much love to you both. Chris Goo knew it. Penelope is in the movie Club Dread. Thank you, Chris Goo, for being all over it. Teslamon tried scuba once. Didn't work out so well. Decided to stick with snorkeling. Yes, I'm a snorkel fan. But Sharon's not. Sharon loves the water, but you're not going to find her like 20 feet deep diving to the bottom type of thing. Usually it's because she's got her contacts.
Yeah, I have my contacts in, so that, I have to plan ahead for those things.
Kevin McGee, what's going on? Kevin says, Sharon and Jamie, thanks for your help last week. We got home. Carnival's refunding our cruise. We're putting it on a cruise in February 2022.
Yay.
Carnival Panorama with the money left over.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Kevin made a comment earlier, guys, and I'll kind of just paraphrase his comment from earlier. But he said that if you get to the port and you have anything at all that might be going on with you, that he said that feels like it could be a symptom of COVID, like anything at all, watch what you put down on the health questionnaire. And here's an example. And do you want to tell it? Can we talk about it for him? I mean, he mentioned it.
That's up to him.
But he brought it up and he mentioned it, so I'm sure it's okay. We'll just kind of generalize.
Well, let's just generalize.
Here's a great story, and this isn't your.
No.
Okay. All right, good. Go ahead. Give this thing.
Well,
Shane Dorgan, thank you so much for the super chat. Any suggestions for websites to give cabin reviews from people who have stayed there? We'll get back to that in a minute for you, Shane.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So if you have been feeling not yourself or whatever, and in the last couple of weeks, say you're perfectly fine when you go to the cruise port, but maybe a week ago you had the sniffles or whatever. It will ask you those questions on the health questionnaire, and it'll ask you, I think, for the last 14 days. So if you put yes, even though it might be resolved and it was 2 weeks ago or almost 2 weeks ago, they're going to pull you aside and they're going to probably test you. They may have the ship doctor come check you out too. And just by saying that, there's a good chance that they will not let you board the ship.
Yes,
Just because you said you had, a symptom that is a COVID symptom, even though you don't have, it's not showing that you have COVID even after they test you.
Yes, everything's on a heightened alert. So just obviously, if you listen, if you're sick, you're sick, and if you're sick, don't go on the cruise.
And we're not saying lie or anything, but just
the tough decision.
Be aware of those
make
things.
the tough decision. If all of a sudden it's a day or two before and you are sick, you have a fever, you have aches, don't try to fake it. Be honest with yourself and the others, and don't go on. But if a week ago you had some allergies or you had a little cough that's gone and since then gone, and you had no other symptoms or anything else going on, Kevin and his family were just trying to be honest and answer the questions honestly. And because of the heightened security and how aware they are of things like that, they were turned away from going on the cruise. And he reached out to Sharon and asked for a little bit of guidance on what to do next and some stuff like that. And Sharon was there to help out. But it was a tough situation because there's somebody that's just trying to do the right thing, be honest. It's like, listen, I mean, if you're throwing the ball in the house, but you don't break anything, and then, when your mom comes home and says, hey, were you guys throwing the ball in the house? I mean, you didn't break anything. Do you really need to tell them that you're throwing the ball in the house?
Gosh.
Like, again, I'm not saying to lie. If you're sick, don't go by all means. But at the same time, there's no reason to get yourself in the
be
dark.
aware of that so that it's not such a surprise, maybe, and no one would really, you wouldn't expect that to even happen.
That's right.
So
Mary Barkley, hello. Thank you so much for the super chat. We love
Mary.
you, and we can't wait to see you. Shane Norgren said, again, any suggestion for websites to give cabin reviews from people who have stayed there on the ships?
It really depends because there's so many different channels that do reviews, but it's on, maybe a certain cabin they were in or a certain one. The only person that I can think of that always does like ship tours and cabin reviews as well is Har Travel. It's HARR Travel, and that's kind of what he doesn't do vlogs really. I've never seen vlogs, but he does like ship tours and cabin tours.
Well,
he goes on ship and just does that.
But also, I think what he's asking is also, like their experience in the cabin. So try doing this as well. Search the cabin and the cabin number, and try to find a cabin. You know how like the cabin on one side of the ship's the same as the other. So find the cabin category and search some of those cabin numbers. Also, look at the same cabin on different ships that are the sister ship that are built exactly the same, and search those as well. And then go through, and that's giving you your best chance to find it. And you also might find some stuff on Cruise Critic, because a lot of people give their immediate reviews and some pictures and things on cruisecritic.com. And that's another place where you can find some cabin when they stay there.
I know, like Har Travel, he hasn't necessarily stayed in all the cabins he reviews. Some of them he has, but yeah, you can do that or look on YouTube for videos of it. They're not full on reviews, but you get to see the cabins and things like that.
Craven Cruise with Jim and Lori. What's going on, guys? Just back from the Carnival Magic. It sailed at 40% capacity.
Oh, nice.
It was an awesome way to get back to sailing.
That
is fantastic. That is fantastic. Oh my God. Favor had to hammer somebody.
Oh.
Yeah. Way to go. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, no. It's Rob from Life with Favor. Rob handled it. Atta baby, Rob. I love it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was worth it for you. Beast in Texas said, before COVID, if you went to onboard doctor with an upset stomach, they were quarantined. Well, they would, because then we're like, oh, we don't want that food poisoning. Now people are like, food poisoning? Who cares about that? That's nothing.
Oh, my God.
My allergies have been killing me the last few weeks, and Kathy does. You're right. I mean, if it's something where every year you get them at the same time, just be aware of that.
And that's the thing is they, you know it's your allergies, but other people or the ship.
Our suitcase life travel said yes, agreed. People have migraines, so if you're honest and go, yeah, well, I've had a migraine this week, but I usually get them. Oh, whoop, no, sorry, you can't go because a migraine could be a symptom. So just watch out for that stuff. As someone who is always looking for an activity to do, did you feel the NCL Encore always had something fun going on? Said Disney Matt.
We did.
Oh yes, it was fantastic.
We did. During the day they had different they had like trivia, but they also had sort of like I guess I would call them like game show type things down in the atrium going on. They had several other things in different areas around the ships. They had their shows at night. They had great deck parties with live bands in the evening. They had the live, like, wasn't the Beatles, but it was, what do you call that, their band?
No, it was the original Beatles. They were back for a reunion.
Oh my God. But they had,
the Beatles tribute band.
Yeah. Going on, which was really cool, in the area too.
My favorite entertainment on the Encore was the Maltings Whiskey Bar, but that's just me. Whatever. That is just me.
Yeah, I felt like there were things to do all over the ship, all different types of
That's
things.
right. Rhonda Carney said, I YouTube the cabin number and usually something gets a hit. You're right. That can definitely happen. That can definitely happen. Sharon, what else do we have? We have a couple things written down there. Oh my gosh, hold on. There's one thing, guys, that's very important, and it's not good news. It's not good news at all.
What's that?
It has to do with Vegas.
Oh.
It has to do with Vegas. It has to do with this. The second annual Sharonatsea Travel Ship Show Vegas Meetup, Saturday and Sunday, September 25 and 26, a night of fun and a day of football. I've got some alarming news to share with regards to that weekend.
Well, it's not.
I don't know how else to say it.
It's not totally bad news. It's not like they're canceling.
Well, it's it's not that there's not a cancel going on. Well, at least I'm not canceling. And John from the Ship Show, he's not canceling. But who is canceling?
I will not be there, unfortunately. Jamie is going. John from the Ship Show is going. And it's still going to be a big, fun party. But I will not make this trip.
Why?
It's just going to be too much of a struggle with Matthew and missing any more school. When we planned our breakaway cruise in October, we did not have the September cruise planned at that time. At that time, we were going in May. Since then, we have the September cruise, so he's missing a week there. He's also missing a little over a week for the breakaway cruise. So he is missing his allotted amount of days to get credit for classes in high school. So he cannot afford to miss any more days or any more classes. So we were thinking about just flying home early, Matthew and myself, so that he didn't miss school. But that's gonna kind of take away from the whole thing, and then leaving mid-Sunday and going to the airport and all that. So we just decided, I'll let the boys go, entertain everyone, and have fun, and I will stay home.
Unbelievable. That's right. I mean, and Sharon did look at some flights that were later on the day. I mean, to be honest with you, the Vegas is an hour away. It's an hour flight, and usually dirt cheap if you can come and go at any given time during the day.
Well,
but late afternoon or evening flights home on Sunday were ridiculous. We're talking $600-700 extra bucks.
We did find
just to fly one way.
It's instant for two people. I did find one that wasn't bad, but it was it got us home at after like 11 something at night. So by the time we actually got home from the airport, it would be well after midnight, and then he would have to get up and go to school the next day. It would just be really hard. So
it was crazy. So we wanted to let you guys know, as soon we talked about it and then went back and forth with it, and I don't know a time. Like the first thing we thought was maybe we should reschedule it. But then we're like, okay, when do we reschedule it?
Yeah,
because
a lot of people have already made plans.
Well, they made plans to go, of course. And not to mention, then all of a sudden, we're into October, which is a huge breakaway group cruise with the Ship Show. Then next thing you know, we're into November, and now we're getting into holidays. Yeah. We have a cruise in November. We have a cruise at the end of December. And by that time, it's like, how do you do it? Rates in Vegas are going up, and getting crazier by the minute. And so Sharon just said, why don't you go and represent? So if it's okay with you guys, and I understand if you don't want, I understand if your main reason to go was to hang out with Sharon. And that makes more sense in the world to me than you could even understand.
I think everyone going to Vegas is probably looking to have a good time.
They are, and they will. But the fact of the matter is,
Jamie will show them a good time.
Yes, I will. I mean, that's going to happen. But the fact of the matter is that it's too bad, because it's just too bad. And really, Sharon wasn't the tough one. It was Matthew. It was telling Matthew he wasn't going to be there because he really loves football Sunday.
Yeah.
And So I'm gonna be making up some time to him. That's for sure.
Yeah, he was looking forward to kind of hanging out, watching football with friends.
Yes. So anyway, we apologize if your main reason to go was just to see Sharon, or to see both of us, or to see all of us, and that's not going to happen now. But hopefully you will still go and let me represent Sharon at Sea Travel, let John represent the ship show, and let us hang out with you and have a damn good time in Vegas. And so that's the deal. So I will be driving out there, so that allows me to drive out, to drive home Monday. That allows me to drive out.
No.
That allows me to drive out, drive home. No, John's gonna fly out. John has a work trip the week before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes, and unfortunately, it's not a Phoenix work trip. I remember that one. That one time we planned it almost was a Phoenix work trip.
I know. That was last year.
But that allows John to fly out there. I will drive out there. We will converge on Vegas, and we will tear that area up and have a great time. So that is the deal. So that's how it's going. Oh, speaking of John, Bagak, let's hang. The ship show coming in hot. What's going on, John? Thank you for the super chat, you Bagaker. But that's the scoop. So hopefully you guys will be okay. Let's see what folks are saying about that. Hold on, let me see. I gotta read some of these comments here.
Yeah.
Crazy Cat Traveler said, "Wait, Sharon's trusting Jamie to go to Vegas solo. What could go wrong?"
I know that. Yeah.
Jamie is gonna be bad," said Lady Joy. Oh, by the way, good evening. I saw where Brian and Leanne are leaving. They're going to casino. I'm not going to speak on their behalf, but let's just say that the Mardi Gras after last night, those guys in the casino, don't be surprised if the rates go up on the Mardi Gras, because they walked out of there with some Carnival's money, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Sharon Pinkley says Jamie will be on his best behavior. Thank you. I don't know why you said LOL before that, because I will be. Kevin Brubaker, no, don't ditch your wife also. Bring everyone, bring your family. It'll be a lovely evening.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. There will be no
there'll be
nudie bus rides. There'll be none of that shenanigans.
Ladies there and things.
Our Suitcase for Life travels that wish we go to the Vegas meetup. Will be embarking the Carnival Sunrise that day. That'll be fantastic.
Nice.
Let's see, what else do we have in there? People commenting. Matthew can salmon party, just getting to be Sharon, hire a private investigator to follow Jamie. That's not a bad idea.
Oh my gosh.
That's not a bad idea. Oh my God, who's going to watch Jamie? Said Kelly Rinaldo. Why do I get the bad rap? John's the bad influence of the bunch, just so you guys know.
Oh my gosh.
Just leave him the keys and a credit card, said Charles Hahn. Thank you, Charles.
Maybe the keys.
Rick rocks. No, there's no strip club. Rick, I don't go to a strip club on my best day. Hi, Joanne Ormsby. How you doing? Rich P said this could be dangerous. Jamie there without Sharon to keep him in line. I know it's going to be wild. So we'll see. Hopefully someone will be there to keep me in line. Sharon will be texting me regularly saying, drink some water, drink a Gatorade, drink some water, drink a Gatorade. Doodles McShip Show is out there. Look at that guy. Doodles McShip Show. Hi, all on my phone, so I can't at you beautiful people. Love it to see you, Doodles. Love it to see you, John. The boys from the Ship Show. By the way, guys, we're not too far away from teaming up with them for the Breakaway Cruise. There are still cabins available for the Norwegian Breakaway, October 24 out of New York City. Yes, the prices have gone up dramatically. I'm not going to BS you. But if you want to be a part of that cruise and have an amazing, amazing time, contact Sharon from Sharon Sea Travel, please. Or for any cruise for that matter. Contact Sharon from Sharon Sea Travel. Let's see. Tesla Mon said, Carnival has all week to get that money back. I'm personally turning my $325 onboard credit into $32.50. You watch. Okay, I like that attitude, Tess. Beth Ellinger is here. What's up, Beth and Doug? Love to see you guys. Michelangelo Giovanni, I am yet to have a fresh jar of stuffed olives for the Mardi Gras. But don't worry, we will find some. Yeah. If I have to find olives and blue cheese and stuff for myself, I'll do it. I'm not worried about it.
Well, we'll find some when we get to Florida, because I'm not packing them in my luggage.
Yes.
With my luck, they'll break, and all my clothes will smell like olives.
Oh my God. That would be super sexy. The Ship Show said, I'm an angel. Sure you are, buddy. I'm an angel. John and Jamie roommates and traveling on. Oh yeah, that'd be a riot if we roommate. No, John's got his own place and I got my own place. So let's see. Sue O'Connor likes Tessa's idea about making some money on that cruise. That'll be fantastic. Who else out there? Slinky Angle King is here. What's going on, Slinky? Lovely to see you. Lindy Lou is here. Everyone's excited to see Doodles the Ship Show. If you don't know who Doodles is, or John for that matter, make sure you check out the Ship Show. Wednesday nights at 9 p.m.
everyone knows
Eastern,
who
6
they
p.m. Pacific. I just want to make sure that they're in the loop on it. Who's going to make sure Jamie makes it back to his hotel room? Crazy Cat Traveler, I got back to my hotel room. Tell him, Sharon, I got back to my hotel room that night.
Well, I think you did have some help.
No, I didn't have help. Someone was there, but I didn't have help.
Well,
no one helped me.
You might have made it back.
I made it back without help. And what time? And I was back early. What time was I back?
I don't know. I was sleepy.
You know damn well what time I got back.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
I got back to the room at 6 a.m. the last time, and it was fine, and everything was groovy.
I did wake
up. And a few hours later, I got up, hopped in the
yet.
car, and I drove us safely all the way home. It was no problem at all.
We had to stop, remember, and take a nap on the side of the road.
I have a reputation to uphold. Please, stay on the leap stay. All right? What's the matter with you? Is there a cabin count for the breakaway, Sharon? To Timothy Walters. I will tell you guys this. The original cabin count was in excess of 120 cabins. At this point right now, more people have canceled than are cabins booked at this time.
I will know, Timothy, I'll know Wednesday for sure, because that is the official final payment date. So after that, I'll have a for sure count.
There you go. Crazy Cat said there are these things called wine diapers for traveling with wine. They could help transporting olives. I thought you were talking about me wearing a wine diaper while we're out that night.
Yeah,
Which would be a great idea in case we don't want to stop for anything. Sid Cruiser said Jamie takes naps. I do take naps. I love a good nap.
He does.
I'm not afraid of a nap. Not afraid. I'm prone to take an after dinner nap and then get up and go out. I'm not afraid of that too. Vegas, land of the 6 a.m. bedtime. Been there, done that right before a 10 a.m. flight. You are right, Tess. That is so true. Sherry Smith, thanks for the tip on the Costco olives. I will look into those. Jamie did make it back from Cabo Wabo a year ago. Daniel Fields, thank you for sticking up for me. I appreciate that, as we all did. As a matter of fact, only one person on our group actually stumbled and fell to the ground on that walk back from Cabo, and it was not me, was it, Daniel? Well, I won't say who it was, but it definitely was not me. The person who did fall, it may or may not have been because of alcohol, but there was a fall, and it was knowing that person was okay. Looking back, it was hysterical. Do you have a favorite hotel in Orlando or near the port pre-cruise? Said Brenda. Ademic.
We in the past we've stayed at Country Inn and Suites. It is getting a little dated now, but it's always just a clean, good place to stay. This time we're staying at the Hampton Inn. It's a brand new Hampton Inn right there. And so we're going to check that out. It actually looks like it would be a great place to stay. Fairly inexpensive for being so close to the port.
Yes.
But there are other areas, if you want to go down to the Cocoa Beach area, there's hotels down there. Or stay closer to the airport and drive down the next day, be in the Disney area. So there's lots of options when you cruise out of Port Canaveral.
See the word what Chris said. I have too much fear of missing out to nap on a cruise. I can nap when I get home. Oh no, Chris. A nap. I'm not sure there's anything better than a nap on a cruise, because imagine this: you get up in the morning, like you're up late the night before. You get up a little early. Let's say it's a sea day, right? You get up early. You go have a big breakfast. You're loaded for breakfast. You throw down not one, maybe two Bloody Marys. You follow that up with a mimosa, maybe, or something like that. You're sitting there with friends, you're chatting, you're eating, having a great time. Sharon, touching my mouth. Okay, and then you're hanging out, you walk around the ship, you do one or two things, you go to a trivia, you go watch an embarkation talk, I don't know, you do something, then you go have a big lunch again, then you realize you've eaten your weight in food in the first 4 hours of the day, and the best thing to do is you go back to the room, and you just lay down, you put the AC on high. Maybe you close the blind, right? The room is like pitch dark. It's like midnight in that thing. You just have you put on the TV where you can just see like where the ship's heading, like the forward webcam is on or something, and then you just close your eyes and you nap. And an hour later, you wake up and you're on a cruise.
The nap after having a long port day, and then you get back on the ship.
Oh yeah.
And having a little nap before, and then having a little bit later dinner. We've done that like years ago. We used to do that more before Matthew, and now we eat dinner a little bit earlier. But that was always good. We could stay up a lot later.
Sharon, do you have a count for the Mardi Gras, which is right around the corner from Sue O'Connor?
There is. I have 30. cabins.
30 cabins on the Mardi Gras. That's going to be an amazing
30.
turnout. That's going to be a damn good time. Let's see, what else? Nancy's shoe broke. That's right, Daniel. I wasn't going to say it, but since you admitted it was Nancy Fields, I'm not going to stop you. I fall asleep all the time. Oh, I fall all the time. No need for alcohol, said Meg W. I wanted enough to pay for my trip when we were in Vegas last year, said Timothy Walters. There you go.
Nice. Disney Matt said, were there long lines for things like Ultimate Fist, Zipline, Rock, all those? Not bad.
Hold on, set the premise. So Disney Matt, I think, is going on Symphony of the Sea soon. So he's asking a few questions about that.
Yeah.
In the chat there.
And how about the food? So the food was really good on Symphony. I think
it means were there lines for the food. For the long lines for any of this.
There really weren't long lines. I mean, it's not like you could walk right up, but I wouldn't say the lines were long. The specialty dining food, the quality was awesome. The food was really good and all over the ship, basically. And I didn't see really long lines for most of the activities either. The flow rider gets to be a little busy sometimes, but other than that, there weren't really long lines.
Yes.
I mean, you might wait a few minutes.
Timothy Gravel asked about the Holiday Inn near the Port Canaveral, if you're familiar with it.
Port Canaveral?
Yeah. What do you think about the Holiday Inn near the cruise port? Port Canaveral, that is.
Oh, Port Canaveral.
Have you been there?
We have never stayed at the Holiday Inn by Port Canaveral. I'm trying to think of where that one is. We stayed at the Holiday Inn right across from the Miami cruise port. By Seaport Village. Seaport Village right across there.
Yes.
Or no, wait, that's San Diego. What is it?
Bayside Marketplace.
Bayside Marketplace. Why do I always call it Bayside? Or
I nailed
Seaport
that.
Village. I'm thinking of San.
But Sharon, you're off on a tangent.
Yeah.
He wants to know about Port Canaveral.
We've never stayed at the one in Port Canaveral.
But I can tell you this: there are a number of hotels that are not that close to the beach, to Cocoa Beach, that are really Port Canaveral, Cape Canaveral hotels for the cruising.
Yeah, there's a lot of hotels.
And there's a bunch of them there. And I think it's like a flip of a coin. You're probably going to have a decent night's sleep in each one. There's going to be a few things around there to go eat. But if you want some activity and you're going in a day or two early, then go a little bit down closer to Cocoa Beach. You might be able to get a something on the water.
Some of them, right there on the beach.
And there's a lot of shopping and like beach town hubbub. You can go out, the beach type of town where you get out and you play a little mini golf. And then there's like the alligator show. And then there's shopping for T-shirts and stuff like that. And then there's like a hot dog stand. The stuff you see in these little beach towns.
Oh my
You know what I'm talking about. Tested, has anyone here had one of the gross-looking veggie drinks at brunch on board? Wondering if they taste better than they look. Oh no, we're not doing that test. No, that's not even allowed on the group cruise.
I don't really like veggie drinks. I like fruity drinks, but not veggie drinks.
That's right, Slinky Angle King. The Slinky Angle King is referencing a time when they don't call her she who falls downstairs alone or in pairs. Drumroll Slinky, get it? Oh, that's why they call her Slinky, because she falls downstairs.
Oh,
okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if that's true, but we're gonna put those two and two together and make that rumor up right now. Let's see, what else do we have here? Sharon, what else do you have? Oh, you have. Hold on, there's one thing we haven't gone over yet. This thing right here. We haven't covered that yet. Are you ready to cover it? Are you ready for it? Because I got an introduction for it. If you're ready.
Sure.
Everybody, get ready because it's time for Sharon's Tip of the Week. That's right. It's Sharon's Tip of the Week. Sharon, what is your cruise tip of the week you have for the people out there?
Well, okay. So this week, it will be if you are planning to go to Alaska on a cruise ship in the next couple of years, I would book Norwegian Cruise Line. And this is why. Norwegian has been teaming up with, kind of partnering up with Alaska and Icy Strait Point, where they built a new cruise port there, a new pier. They have the new gondola there that takes you from the cruise ship on into town, and it's really cool. You can see all kinds of beautiful things. And they have like 5 ships, I think, going next summer into 2023. So they're really focusing a lot on Alaska the next couple of years. And I think it's because so many cruises to Alaska were canceled in 2020 and part of 2021 that they know that there's going to be a big demand for it in a couple of years. So they have 5 ships going there. So I would say book with Norwegian, especially 2 of the newer ships. The Encore and Bliss are going there. Then they have 3 of their older going there. Jewel, Sun, and the Spirit, I believe.
So if you're torn which cruise line to book your Alaska cruise with, your tip is officially...
I would say go with Norwegian because
boom.
It's just going to be a good experience overall in the next couple of years.
Okay, that's fantastic information. Fantastic.
They have a lot of things coming.
Jennifer Heath said you need a relaxing vacation after a cruise. Sometimes you do.
You
so
do.
we learned that the first time when we went on a very port.
We did that.
We went to 5 ports
Oh my
on one of our first cruises, and we were dead tired.
No, it was our second cruise we've ever taken. So
Mm-hmm.
we went on our first cruise for our honeymoon. We came back and we loved cruising so much we wanted to go again. So we came home, and this was before Matthew. We took our 3 daughters with us on a cruise after that. So
Mistake.
all 5 of us went
Chaos.
on. We went out of San Juan on kind of a port intensive cruise. We hit a port every day. We had no sea days. Every day was a port day. And we booked an like a full day excursion.
A full carnival excursion.
Every
it was carnival
day.
excursion back then.
And then one day we had 2 excursions in one of the ports. So we like just go. And we had 3 teenage daughters with us. So you can imagine how tired we were when we got home. So when we got home, we actually looked at each other. We were so tired. We're like, we need a vacation to recover from the vacation. So a couple days later, we booked a flight to, yeah, we booked a flight to Cancun, and just Jamie and I flew down to Cancun for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days or something. Just alone.
We need a vacation
get
after
away
a cruise.
to recover
Awesome.
from.
Truer words have never
true.
been spoken, Jennifer. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That is for sure. Tess likes the amount of people on the cruise. Lori DeShiel is in the house. Hello.
Lori.
Speaking of people who would know, Lori, we were just talking to, I don't know when you jumped in here, but we were talking a minute ago about Vegas. And if you just missed it before, guys, we made the announcement. It's some horrible news that Sharon will not be in Vegas. It will just be myself representing sharonatsea Travel, and John will be representing the ship show for the sharonatsea Travel ship show get together. Sharon's not able to make it, working with Matthew's school schedule and some stuff like that. And there was some concern about whether I'd make it back to the room. And I said, I made it back to the room at 6 a.m. perfectly fine. And Lori, you might be able to attest to that right here in the chat. Let everybody know that I made it back to the room. I didn't need help. I made it back to the room. And Lori, Lori, if you just want to verify that for everybody in the chat, let them know.
Lori very much.
I would appreciate that.
Lori made sure that you made it back.
I made sure that Lori was confused about where the elevators were, where to get. I pointed her in the right direction. Made sure she got back and everything was fine.
I think Lori helped a few of you back.
Do you think Mardi Gras will still sail at 70% capacity? Said Sue O'Connor.
Right now, I'm gonna say probably so. Probably so.
Oh my God!
To be honest, it's still up right now. People can still book on the September 4th Mardi Gras at this point. So they're still trying to get people on. So it's going to be as close to that 70%, I think.
Jim and Annette Tallman just announcing they just sold their house today, moving to Florida, closer to the cruise ports. Fantastic. Nice. We're very jealous of that. Awesome stuff.
Everyone's moving to Florida.
That's right. Positive Vibes Adventure. What's your favorite thing about Carnival Cruise Line? The people.
The people. The fun. People. It's the fun ship.
Carla recommends a Hampton Inn. There's a Holiday Inn vacation club right across from Terminal 3. I think I know where that is now that they're mentioning it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Is that? I don't think we ever really. I don't know.
Well, the Terminal 3 there is very new. There's a lot of restaurants and stuff there, and I don't know how long that hotel's been there. Maybe it's a little bit newer. Any recommendation for a park and cruise hotel in Tampa? Kim Taylor, what's up?
I think, I don't know if they offer it at the Hampton Inn there. They have Embassy and a Hampton Inn. Also, I will look it up. And who asked that question? About the Tampa.
Oh, I don't know. It was in there. I jumped there.
Okay. Whoever asked that question about the hotel in Tampa, if you're a member of the cruise crew, go on there and under the Files tab, there's a whole list of hotels for just pretty much every cruise port. Recommendation for hotels, which ones offer like park and cruise, just parking options outside of the cruise port, not the hotel, just parking locations. and a lot more. So you can look under there and find information. I think there's something. I know there's stuff for Tampa. And I think there's.
You just rubbed Crazy Cat Traveler wrong. She said, "Oh, now Sharon tells me I just replaced Australia with a princess ship to Alaska." You're gonna have an amazing time. You're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, princess is great. You're gonna have fun. I said that because Norwegian's just putting a lot of emphasis on Alaska right now. So I just think, I don't know, maybe they're gonna have some other great things coming too. But Princess is always one of the number one ships to go to Alaska.
Positive Vibes Adventures said, "Can't wait to meet you guys in 12. Only 12 days to our cruise. That's amazing." Know. First Sergeant Richard, thank you so much for dropping in and dropping a super chat. Just a couple bucks to say thanks for all the great content. Thanks a lot, First Sergeant.
Thanks.
Extremely nice of you. Thank you. And apparently, we need to thank you for your service. So thank you for that too. Extremely nice of you, dude. Thanks a lot. Vicky Avery says, hello. Doing Miracle to Alaska next year, said Rob from Life with Favor. By the way, and a big thanks, we said it earlier, but if you weren't here, Rob from Life with Favor and Favor, Life with Favor, are in the chat helping us out tonight. Leanne and Nancy are both out partying it up on the Carnival Mardi Gras this week. So Rob and Favor have stepped in, kindly volunteered to come in and help us out a little bit with moderating. And everyone's been on their best behavior. Yeah. So thank you for that. You guys have been doing great tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Monica, it's okay. You can go back and watch the beginning again so you won't miss anything. Let me see. Is that going to be one of the questions? Said Shelly T. Shelly, we can't guarantee what the questions will be. You just have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Maybe we're giving you all the answers today. Maybe we'll give you all the answers next week. Maybe we won't even have any of the answers.
Yeah, if anyone missed that earlier, we mentioned if anyone wants to go back, watch maybe some of our older videos, or just try to think of a good something that'll stump people question about us from our videos, and send it to me in an email with what you think the answer is. We should know the answer, but anyways,
we don't always know the
if we use that question to play our trivia game on the cruise ship on our group cruise, then we will send you a free lanyard.
There you go. Did you explain that because what we're planning on doing, one of the events that we're going to have is Sharonatsea Travel Trivia. And anybody that can help us out with a trivia question, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we've never done that before on a group cruise. And we can think of questions, but sometimes it's like when you think of your own questions, they're either too easy or maybe too hard. It's hard to do that. So it's kind of, if people send questions, it might be good. Some good hard ones, guys.
That's right.
Give them some hard ones.
That's right. Shelly T said Norwegian sailing at 70 to 75%. Yes, I think so far they're only 70-75%, and we've heard a lot of talk about that too. Some people are getting on cruises right now and they're seeing 60-70% capacity, and they're noticing it is wide open. There are not people around, there are no lines, you have the whole place to yourself, and that's a great way to cruise, right? I mean, that's got to be a cool experience. But the reality is that is not going to get cruising back, and that's not what cruising is meant to be, and that's not putting money back in the cruise line's pockets to be successful and keep on cruising. So although I selfishly would love to see cruise lines sail at 60 to 70% forever, but it's not going to happen.
Well,
and if we want them to get back to being prosperous and cruising everywhere we want on a regular basis, and if we see them back at 90 and 100% capacity, then we know cruising's back and things are going normal. So we're not that worried about capacity. When we cruise, we can be safe with 100%, with 70%. Doesn't really matter to us because we control what we do and where we go.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If a ship's a little more crowded and you really don't like the crowds, the ship's huge. There are places to go that aren't as crowded. Maybe it's maybe you're not going to be able to stand in line and crowd into a comedy show or something, and you want to see a comedy show, so that you might not get to do everything you want to do. But there are places to go and enjoy yourself that aren't crowded. You just have to walk around and find them.
There you go. Kevin, no, I can't start over, but you can. Once we're done here, I give you full permission to go back and watch the whole video again once it processes. So you'll be good to go. You will be good to go.
A said, has anyone heard from Papa Mozo? Yes, I've been. A couple days ago, I was texting with text message. Yeah, so
he's doing well, I believe. He's on the mend, and things are going forward for him. Yeah. So that's really, I don't know. He's out there. He's made a few comments here and there, and he hadn't been feeling well for a while, and hopefully he's getting a little better. So we're thinking of him and Shelly, and we hope everything's going good for Mr. Papa Mozo out there. I know that he's a big name and everyone's familiar with him. And, listen, he has had some health issues and he's battling back and things are on the mend. So keep it up. Keep on the good path there, Mr. Papa Mozo. We're all thinking of you and hoping good things for you, bro. Let's see. Brandon Harrelson's here. What's going on? Nice to see you.
Nigel says, hi, Jamie and Sharon from Australia. Hello, Nigel. I appreciate all of your things you send me, your articles.
Oh, yes. Life with Favor says, tonight, substitute teachers. We have some very good students tonight. Everyone gets a gold star from Life with Favor.
All right.
Awesome job, guys. That means everyone's... Yes, I think there was only one hammer so far, but it's not over yet. Favor.
Kelly Ronaldo says she cannot wait to Robin Favor on the Mardi Gras.
Yes, I know. Robin Favor. We're not going to be the only vlogger people that are going to be there. Life with Favor, Robin Favor going to be there. Dave and Brandy from Dave and Brandy Excursions, they're going to be there. High C Cindy's going to be there. Cindy and Paul, they're going to be there. There's going to be other people. I believe that we have it on good authority that there are some other channels that are going to be there. Mr. and Mrs. Traveler. Mr. Traveler is going to be there if you're familiar with those guys.
Yeah, I saw them on the Mardi Gras the day that I was on the Mardi Gras.
Yeah, you said they were very
I met
pleasant
them,
and nice.
And they did tell me they were going to be on September 4th.
Sal Patera, I think, has a little group of folks that are going as well. So, there's going to be all kinds of people hanging out. I mean, those guys probably aren't going to have as much fun as we are. And I think everybody knows that, right? Because we have a whole party lined up and it's going to be great. But they're still going to have a good time nonetheless. Nonetheless. He posted a video a couple days ago on Facebook. Timothy said, hold on, who are we talking about?
Oh, maybe Papa.
Oh, okay, yes, there you go. Thank you very much, Timothy.
I think, I mean, I can't say for sure, but I haven't seen any other group cruises that have been vlogged necessarily. So I think we're going to have like maybe the first group cruise back out there.
Well, we talked earlier about how we are feeling a little bit of the weight of safety for the people that are coming with us and part of the group cruise. And one thing that we made one major decision, guys, and this may sound shocking to some of you, but we've canceled the cabin crawl that we were going to have on the group cruise, and we have switched it into a bar crawl.
And it's going to be all outdoor bars.
Yes, and we'll probably still be masked between bars because that's one of the rules.
Thank you, Tess, for helping with that. She has that all set up.
But yeah, we just thought, people volunteered. I mean, we had a full normal cabin crawl lined up. We're like, you know what? Maybe that's not, with everything going on out there and the resurgence of the virus and everything, maybe we just call a timeout on this particular group cruise for that. So.
And we'll see. There'll be other group cruises that we can do that again.
There you go. Dante Rosé, what's going on, Dante? Nice to see you. Margie Butcher's here. Drove right by your neighborhood on our way back from Vegas today. Stopped at the Dutch Brothers on Australia Parkway.
Oh,
very, very cool. Rush home to watch the show.
Close to us, yeah.
Yes, that is right down the road. Thank you, Margie. And sure not. You didn't bring one. I would have loved it like a frozen. And never mind. Next time, we'll get you next time.
I love Dutch Brothers, but you know what? It's funny. I used to go there all the time, like almost every other day. I would go to Dutch Brothers, and probably about a year ago, with everything going on, I just kind of stopped going out and going through drive-thrus and all that kind of stuff. And so I rarely go there now, but that made me crave a Dutch Brothers. I love Dutch Brothers.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be there tomorrow now. Jamie Wilhite said, Josh Holcomb announced that his COVID test is negative. Quarantine is over.
Good for him.
Yes. I know. Speaking of somebody who I think had some allergies come up and we go watch his video. You'll see a lot of people have watched it already. Go watch Josh Holcomb's video and you can see for yourself what's going on over there with our buddy that we'll be doing the vlogger extravaganza cruise with in 2023. Line for the comedy shows are always yes, that's the one they can do.
I think that's one of the longest lines.
Lucky for us, we don't go to comedy shows.
Well, we used to.
But the reason we don't go anymore is because
the lines, for the most part.
I'm not worried about the lines. I'm worried about the comedy. I have a very particular sense of humor, and it's rare. I mean, rare. I've maybe laughed out loud once in whatever comedy shows I went to on the cruise line, and that's just me. It takes a certain comedy. I laugh more if I'm hanging out with friends having a drink than if I'm sitting there listening to somebody on stage. And that's it. So
I just don't like the lines. But when we used like years ago on a cruise, we always tried to go to at least one comedy show. But
Mhm.
but the last probably 5 or 6 cruises haven't stood in the line.
That's
We've always thought about it, but we go by the line and it's just like, oh my gosh.
There you go. See the world with Krista being in Cancun at 30% all inclusive was a magical time. No Ship Sherlock. What's up, No Ship Sherlock? That's a cool name. I wouldn't take a 25% cut and pay. Why should the cruise? Yes, the cruise lines. You're right. I mean, that's right. If they sell at 75%, they're literally taking a cut
I
and
did
pay.
hear, I mean, I know it's a cut and pay, but I did hear that this was quite a while ago before the pandemic, but during normal times, if a cruise line during normal times even sailed at, I think it was like 33 or 34%, they broke even at that point. So anything above that was actually money they made. Although you got to think of that now, it's a little different because now everyone's getting, their future cruise credits and all this onboard credit they're giving, all these things.
Yeah. Everyone is buying the drink package with the onboard credit they were given when their cruise got canceled.
Yeah.
So that's no money made on alcohol.
So the thing
is,
that 33% or whatever it's not really like 33% right now because there's so much free stuff that people are collecting on now.
Yep. Positive Vibes Adventure said, we're a small channel, but we will be there. All right, guys, you will be there too. Positive Vibes Adventure. Outdoor bar crawl sounds like the best idea for this time. Thank you, Sig Cruiser. I think it is. That's a great idea.
Yeah, and that's fun for anyone, whether you drink a lot or you don't drink or you don't. It's just a good hangout outside. It's just fun.
Hold on. My Sharina, my Sharina, say question, Vista, are they restricting the promenade walking area in front of the Havana Cabanas patios? I don't think they are, but I'm not 100% sure.
They were supposed to start doing that. I don't know how much they enforce that. They used to lock those doors at certain times of the day. I don't know if they're doing that.
Yeah, maybe they are, yes.
In the evening.
You just got to try to sneak on in there.
Yeah.
Heather and Marshall said, question, can we join your Vegas meetup and come say hello? Hello. Anyone can join the Vegas meetup. It's not even a join. I will tell you this. The first Vegas meetup that we planned was we were going to a restaurant. We went to Nine Fine Irish. Well, the first one got canceled because of COVID coming in. We planned it before the Promo 19, before the virus came in. And then we redid it, and then we still had a lot of restrictions, and things were just on lockdown. No more than 6 people at a table. It was ruthless. And then we had it at Nine Fine Irishmen, and this time I think things are open, and I hope they're still open. You're going to have to wear a mask, but bars are open now. So now we're just going to meet. We're going to let everybody know we're going to meet at a bar and just kind of hang out and mix and mingle, and we'll bounce from bar to bar to bar at the New York. And we'll go outside, and there's a couple bars right near there around the corner that we'll check out.
Oh, that's Saturday.
What's that?
Saturday.
That'll be Saturday. And then on Sunday, I made a reservation for up to 30 people in an area to watch football at Tom's Urban. But to be there, you got to get out of bed. You can't come rolling down at noon, okay? Football in Vegas starts at 10 a.m., so by 9:30, you need to be coming in, ordering your first round of food and Bloody Mary, and getting the party started. So Heather and Marshall, if you're down with that, you just come on and say, what's up, dude? And high five me, high five John from the Ship Show, and we're going to have a good time. That's what's going on in Vegas. So I guess to answer that question, yeah, you can. That was a good idea, up for a bar crawl and hanging out with all the peeps. Dave and Brandy, it'll be great. And then we'll sneak away and get to the upper level of the Tiki Bar, because that's definitely a place that I need to drink some beer. Love it, bar crawl will be fun, said Kelly Rinaldo. There you go. So, yes, if you're part of the Sharonatsea Cruise crew and you're going on the Mardi Gras, you're already in the group. So make sure you pay attention in the Facebook group for the folks on that cruise, and we'll be talking all about all the things we're doing. Let's see, what else? Yay, thank you, friends. You're welcome. But we didn't do anything. All you have to do is show up. We're just going to be there. The Ship Show said it's going to be off the chisel. That is correct. What else do we have, Sharon? Did we cover everything on the agenda?
I think so. We didn't really have a big agenda. We just wanted to come on and chat with you guys.
That's right.
We missed last week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be here next week. It will be our last live show before we're on the Mardi Gras. Of course, we'll go live when we're on the Mardi Gras.
And we're going to have a special guest next week.
We do. Should we tell them who's going to
Who's going to be the special guest? Let's see who can guess in the chat.
Yeah.
Who's going to be our special guest right here live on the live stream next Monday night? Let's see if you can get it in the chat. And by the way, while we're doing that, also guys, thanks for being here with us. We really appreciate it. Yes, a few people have said, "Hey guys, where have you been?" It's been a very mellow. Yeah, we haven't had much going on this month. Again, we had the Vista. We were out. We were crazy. We made a bunch of videos. Had an amazing experience, and then August came and things just shut down. We didn't go on a cruise that we thought we might be going on in August. It just didn't pan out. School started. Things are going on in life, and we just didn't have much going on. So we've had a few live streams, but we are raring to go. And now we're going to have the Mardi Gras in September. We're going to have Breakaway in October. We're going to have what ship in November?
Navigator of the Seas.
Navigator of the Seas, a Royal Caribbean cruise for us, which you're definitely going to want to check our experience there. And then, of course, we're going to be on the Carnival Radiance
in December
for a New Year's Eve cruise. So every month going forward, we're going to have stuff going on.
And I don't know. And if there's anything else we can possibly jump on in between there, we are trying to do it. It's just
that's right.
It's just really hard with Matthew's school schedule right now.
For sure. All right, let's see. What do we have going on? Positive Vibes said, Jamie, you can buy some cigars on the ship. And I don't know. I mean, I'm probably gonna have a couple as well because it's nothing that we've put down on paper, but there'll definitely be a few cigars under the stars going on that week as well. Timothy Walters in Vegas was a blast last year. You were right. Let's see. Yeah, Angel Johnson, I'm not sure, but thanks for asking the question. Timothy said, what have we learned tonight, guys? That's right. We always like to ask the people, have you learned anything tonight? What have you learned? Anything from Sharon? You don't really learn anything from me, but from your friends in the chat, from anyone out there, what have you learned tonight? Share it with us.
Look at this. Lolita Loca. That must be Tony. Hey, so Vegas is officially a boys' trip.
Yes, Tony, that's the word if you heard that. But it's not a boys' trip. It's still, all right, it's a boys' trip. No, but and everyone's going to be there, and we sure hope that anyone who was originally going to be there is still going to be there. But Sharon will not be there, and I'm sure there were people that are like, well, I'm not there to see Jamie. I want to see Sharon, and so they'll be canceling.
I think Vegas is more your thing, really.
Oh no, come on.
I like to
Viking Sniper gets John healed. That's wrong. Aspen ATC, you are right. Matthew will be here. Somebody said favor Matthew. Matthew. Maxwell said Charles Hahn. That's a good guess. The special guest is not me. Favor and Rob, nope, it won't be Favor and Rob. Nancy, no, it won't be Nancy. John from the Ship Show, nope. John with the Ship Show, nope. Matthew, that is right. Tony, that'd be big time. Johan, boy, that'd be amazing if Johan was here next week. Shaquille O'Neal, no Sid Cruiser, not Shaquille O'Neal. Riding with Larry. What's going on? Riding with Larry and Diane. We cannot wait to see you guys.
I'll be there on the
Love to see you. I hope you're having a nice trip. I think they're in like one of the Carolinas or something right now. This guy's been traveling like crazy.
Yeah.
But we can't wait to see those guys as well. Larry, Rusty Nail, right? Rusty Nail? You know we're doing one. Matthew, that's right. Matthew's the guest. Nope, not Tony from Lolita. Listen, guys, we can't afford him. Tony from Lolita Loca. Do you know the retainer? Do you know the cost to have that guy on your show now? It's not a freebie anymore. He's big. He's big time. Okay, you have to have. Do you know the spread that you have to have? You have to have shrimp cocktail. Okay, he insists on that. He has certain colored M&Ms that he only eats, so you have to have those laid out for him in the green room. It's ridiculous. I can't afford that, dude. He's out of my league. So no, it's not going to be Tony on the live show. Boswell and Lucy, that could happen though.
They will be here.
Yes. It ain't me, I know that's at the Ship Show. My John Boy, Eminem, the Max and Matt Show. No, Wanda Perlman won't be here either. No, it will be, of course, the one and only Matthew, who I don't think you've seen the entire pandemic, besides the video here and there. He will be here, hopefully with a fresh haircut.
Yeah, and we'll see what he's looking forward to on the Mardi Gras.
That's right. What have you learned today? Okay, let's jump ahead. I learned that Robin Favor really wanted Leanne and Nancy to have an excellent night. That's right, Meg. Thank you again, Rob and Favor, for the time you spent with us here.
Thank you so much, both of you.
Very nice. We've quickly become some very dear friends with those guys. We really appreciate it.
Amy Bronzak says, I learned Sharon is going out as little as possible before the cruise.
That's right.
I went to the grocery store and I stocked up on everything, and I told Jamie, whatever's here, we're eating because I'm not going back to the grocery store until after
I'm like, there's nothing here. There's a loaf of bread and some peanut butter and jelly.
I don't care. Whatever's here, we'll eat.
I learned Sharon will not be in Vegas. We learned that Sharon's not going to Vegas. You're right. I've learned to book my hotel at the embassy.
Embassy's always a good choice.
Kim Brubaker learned that a screaming toddler can interrupt anything. Oh, yeah, we know that much.
Oh, yeah.
There's a washer that works now.
Yeah.
We finally have a washer. There you go. Kenneth Oakes, what's up? Nice to see you.
Our clothes will be all clean for the cruise.
The ship's will learn that he's not a guest next week. No, it won't be Christine Duffy or Arnold Donald. Donald Arnold. I'm not sure. He's got two first names. Special guest appearance by Tony. No, it won't be. Let's see. What else? Let's jump down. I learned that Sharon's going out as little as possible. The bathroom's still not done. I learned that Jamie thinks he can make it back to his room in Vegas. I learned that Robin Favor. Oh, okay, I read that one already. Jamie's staying away from everyone at work. Sharon likes a washing machine with an agitator. That's right. Tina and Rick, what's going on? Great to see you. I'm the agitator. So Sharon sits there washing clothes, and then I sit there agitating her, asking her questions and annoying her. I learned that my wife is going to be chaperoning the Vegas trips at Kevin Brubaker. Allie, what's going on?
You boys have a chaperone now.
I learned that Jamie doesn't care for the comedy shows and Sharon doesn't like the lines. There you go. Alfred Inglesby, what's going on, brother? Alfred. We can't wait, dude. We cannot wait to hang with you, Alfred Inglesby. Right around the corner, buddy. Right around the corner. Loud Little Lucas said they never ask me. Tony. Need to make self-isolation plans. I told you I can't afford the retainer on that guy. Yes, you learn that you need to make self-isolation plans for 2 weeks before the cruise. That is right. Let's see. I learned that Sharon trims trees. Oh my God, that's right, Daniel. We have this horrible. What's the name of that tree up front?
Well, yellow flowers that fall all over the ground. Oh my gosh,
I can't even remember the name of it.
Palo
Verde, and it's horrible. And it's the crappiest tree in the world. Don't ever get one for your yard. It was here when we moved in, but every year, whenever the monsoons and the wind comes, branches just crack off, and you don't know which one it's going to be. Yeah. You just wake up after a storm, and you go out, and there's a branch
hanging down.
So this year, not only did we clean up a few branches that broke, but it just happened to be right before you can put all the stuff in the street and the garbage men take it away or whatever it is.
The bulk pickup.
And so we decided, I got up there and I cut down trees and Sharon was trimming the trees and it was just fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah. We threw it all out in the street. Garbage.
Secret said, I learned that a nap on the ship after a big breakfast is to die for. That's truth. # truth. I learned where to look for a cabin review. Thank you so much. Very, very nice. Sharon, see, click the list. Pickup is awesome at Fry's. Just sit in your car. Oh, yeah,
that's true too. Yeah, I know one of our daughters does that all the time. She, Maxwell's mother, she buys all of her groceries online and just goes up and picks it up mainly because she says she just doesn't feel like going grocery shopping.
I would freak out because if I go and get like a burger and fries, I need to immediately open the bag and make sure everything's in there and I can't leave.
Yeah.
There's no way I could do that with all those groceries. I'd be like, do you have my bratwurst stuffed with cheddar cheese? Antoinette had fun said, hello, host. Just got off the magic. We'll be on Mardi Gras. Please don't be so formal. Sharon and Jamie. Don't call us hosts.
And the Mardi Gras in November.
There you go.
Nice.
What else do we have? Did we miss anything? # Sharon at Tree. That's right. I learned 30 cabins on the group cruise. Wow, so excited to traveling on. No sniffles and coughing in the embarkation line. That's true. Don't do that.
You know what's funny?
Don't tell anyone if you have allergies, said the Keck team. That's right.
You know what's funny is one thing I noticed when I wear the mask, I'll start to sometimes you want to cough, it makes your throat dry and things. So it's funny because it makes you, by wearing them, it makes you cough.
Pia said, I learned Sharon likes to laminate things. No, let's make Pia. You're only half right. No, Sharon likes to have things laminated. Yeah. She likes me to do the laminating.
Yeah, I make them and then I give them to him to laminate.
That's right. I'm known as a laminator in these parts. Let's see. Oh, someone's talking about Tony with the suite. And he said, Shelly, that mini suite's just a balcony with a couch. Still not official suite life yet. Tony, I'm not sure why they're not inviting you to stay in the suites. I mean, at this point, what's the deal? What's with these people? Don't they know where the bread is buttered, for God's sake? No sniffles or coughing in the embarkation line. I learned to answer no to all the questions. I learned Life with Favor did a great job tonight. There you go. That is it.
Yeah.
I'm a curbside grocery person as well, said Slinky Angle King. Riding Line, we're going to miss you guys too, but we'll see you on the Vista said Beth Ellinger. Yes, Beth and Doug. Beth and Doug, we'll see you soon somewhere right out here. Maybe Chili's again. That was a damn good time.
Yeah, after the cruise, because we're laying low right now.
Kevin Brubaker, there's a song. Gotta keep them laminated. How long before the cruise do you have to test? Said Debbie Smith. 3 days, 72 hours. We are scheduled to go on Wednesday afternoon, and our ship sails on Saturday. That's all I know. Donna Leonard, what's going on? You're driving my husband crazy about the bathroom. He's a retired plumber.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where you look at it, you're like, I'm going to do it Tuesday. And then Tuesday comes and 10 other things get in the way.
It's been like 2 months, and our whole shower has been completely ripped
D.
out.
Adams, I am an
Like,
agitator
I can
and a
see
laminator.
Dirt on the ground, like, in there. And I'm still waiting. Well, but you said tonight you're going to put the mortar down and
Tonight? That's not happening tonight. Maybe tomorrow we can do that.
okay. Anyways,
It's a process. It's a couple-day process. And I just need day one to get started.
we'll have the bottom in this week, but we won't get it all tied.
But things come up. Now, I was going to do it tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. I was going to do it tomorrow. And now all of a sudden I got to get new, I'm getting new tires put on the truck.
Well, yeah, but you're just dropping your car off somewhere. You're not putting them on yourself. So while they're putting your tires on, you could be working.
Really? Well, I'm gonna stay there. I'm going at 7:45. I'm just gonna sit there for an hour.
I'll just drop you off and.
I'm dropping off.
Hey, it's all
Sorry, guys. We're gonna have to stop the show now. Things are getting
all
a little
about
bit.
multitasking.
Make sure of quantities when you're ordering. Daughter-in-law wanted 1 bag of carrots. Ordered one bag of carrots and got 1 carrot. See, that's exactly the stuff that I can deal with. Ron and Donna Brown, thank you so much.
That's funny.
The waiting is the harder part. You are right about that. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You've been fantastic.
Again, Rob and Favor, for hanging out with us.
That's right.
And I hope we didn't keep you up past your bedtime. I know you have to get up early.
They're way past their bedtime right now. No, I think it's only 9:30 for them right now. So this is probably right on time for them. I bet Rob's getting ready to have maybe a little cup of warm milk and settle into his jammies. I bet Rob wears feet jammies. The jammies of the feet with him. He seems like a feet jammy kind of guy. And so that's it, guys. So 1.5 weeks until the group cruise. Vegas is only a few weeks away. What else is going on?
That's it right now.
That's everything we got going on.
For September.
But it's going to be off the chisel. It's going to be fantastic. And Tony, thanks for stopping in. Tony, maybe we'll talk about you, getting you on the show at one point. We don't have anybody on the show. We're too lazy for that. Then we have to set up stuff and do all these things. And look at this. We don't have that. We can't go there.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, but you guys have been great. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. And until next time, from myself, from Sharon, from Matthew, from Boswell and Lucy, from, of course, Leanne and Nancy, who are currently on the Carnival Mardi Gras. Tonight, from, or on behalf of Rob and Favor from Life with Favor, and everyone here at Sharonatsea Travel.
Happy cruising, guys, and good night. We'll see you next Monday.
Nailed it, Sharon. You nailed it. Mwah. All right, you guys, have a great night. We appreciate you being here. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Peace out.